Hey y'all, what's up? Chad Wright comes to you here once again on the channel, Team Righteous, and today we have a 2022 Kawasaki Z900RS. So, pretty cool looking bike here. I'm really digging it. I know some people it's not their cup of tea, but I like it. I think it's really got a good old school look to it. It's got the big banana seat on there and everything. Really good looking bike too. It's a blue color. It's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes it looks green, depending on how you look at it. But everything on here looks really, really good. So we had it on the dyno in the past, and I'll show you those numbers here in a minute. But when it was bone stock, we had it on the dyno to see what kind of gains he would make once he had the cat delete done on it. So now he's got a cat delete done and still got the stock muffler on here, but he got rid of the big giant bread boxes down there. But I think it looks really, really good with the stock muffler still on there. Everything on here just kind of flows together. It looks really good on the bike. So anyways, we'll flip over here though and let you see. This is where he was at before. Made 101.6 horsepower and let's see what kind of torque he ended up making. Made 67 foot-pounds of torque, so not too bad really. It's got a good bit of torque, just not a whole lot of horsepower. It's got the horsepower of a 600, but it's got some torque like a older school 1000 does. So let you see that right there. Anyway, so we're gonna get this thing right here though. Gonna make some pulls with it, get a baseline with where it's at now, and then start making some adjustments to see what kind of numbers we can get out of this bike here. All right, y'all, so let's see what this thing here could do. Now we got it here and strapped up, ready to go. Alright y'all, so we're back here with this Z900RS. You saw where we had made some pulls with it after the customer brought it back with the decat, and unfortunately we didn't have the correct box to be able to flash it. So now we got that, now we're in the ECU, now we went ahead and made another pull with it. So we want to make a fresh pull today to see what kind of gains we make today from where we was at. So I'll switch around here and let y'all see it. Alright, so right now we are at 69.3 foot-pounds of torque and made 107 horsepower. So this is a bone stock tune, nothing else done to it. All thing that's been done, like I said, it's got the decat. I'm going to pull up the graph from the initial pull that we made whenever it still had the catalytic converter on it. Alright, so here we go. So this bold line through here, that's the initial power that it was making before we done the decat. So the catalytic converter on these bikes right here, definitely a big restriction. It made 101.6 a little bit sooner than it made 107.5. So it gained right at 6 horsepower by just doing a decat. So like I said, we're going to go in here in the ECU now, or we already have, and we're going to see how much more power we can make with this thing. What do y'all think about that stock exhaust? This is the stock muffler that's on this bike. The only thing that's been done to it is just a decat. And we gained some more here. Still gotta pull some more fuel out of it top here, but we gained 2.5 horsepower on that pull there. So we're up to 109.1. I believe with some more changes, I definitely believe we can get over 110. We'll see where we get to in just a moment. All right, y'all, so here we go. We made 109.9 horsepower a minute ago, and you know we can't finish there, so made some other tweaks to it, see if we can make some gains. Hopefully we're going to definitely surpass 110, maybe make 111, 112. We'll see where we get at on this right here. Should be the last pull. We make 112. You know I'm going after more though. 111.7. Picked up 1.8 horsepower on that adjustment there. I definitely can see still some more stuff, so I don't think we're done yet. I think we can still get a little bit more out of this thing. All right, y'all, so apparently, as you can tell, I got a different shirt on. I didn't finish this video up the other day whenever I had that Z900RS on the dyno. So I want to go back and go over the dyno numbers with y'all. So we'll go over where we started at when we made come back. So basically where we started at with the bone stock bike, when it come back and had the decat, what it made, and then what we made once we got it tuned. So I'm gonna flip it around here and let y'all see that now. All right, so this is, it's actually kind of jumbled up here, but 101.6 may have been a little bit more in here. Popping stuff up there, but yeah, 101.6 horsepower there, and that was the bone stock untuned motorcycle. Came back, and so we put it on the dyno and it made 106.8 horsepower, but we did not have the box to be able to flash it with, so we had to wait on that there to come in, and we put it back on the dyno once the box had come in. So it'd been like a week and the weather had changed and everything, and so the bike ended up making 107.4 horsepower that day. So that day we made 107.4. So it's not to say that it gained you know, an extra 0.6 of horsepower. It's just weather's different, bike's strapped back on the dyno again, so it's different. Like, everything makes a difference whenever you're trying the dyno. And y'all saw that there before with the 240 on the Hayabusa, that it ended up actually gaining horsepower just by putting a heavier wheel on there, which we all know is not going to make you go any faster, but according to the dyno, it made more power. So anyways, just wanted to show y'all that. But final numbers were 112.2 horsepower. So on the day that we dyno tuned it, we gained 5 horsepower that day. The initial number starting off at 101.6, so it could have been 101.6, could have been 102.2. If it was all done the same exact day at the exact same time, exact same temperature. And that's the thing is even if you were to put this bike on, you know, on the dyno to start the day off, you know, the only way you'd be able to do this is if you could do it like within an hour while it's in the middle of the day with all the heat and everything else. So you have to really, you know, hustle to get something like this done. It's just impossible to be on top of it at the exact same moment. But all in all, to gain 10 or 11 horsepower from a decat and a dyno tune is really, really good. And so the customer, when he picked the bike back up, he left out with it, and he messaged me that night. He said, man, this is a totally different bike. And I told him, I said, man, I couldn't agree more. You know, I rode it myself, rode it down the road. It's a really good running bike, super comfortable. Sits kind of tall, so it's a really fast turning bike. So for those of y'all that haven't rode different kinds of bikes, a lot of people ride either sport bikes or cruisers or whatever they ride, and they don't really ride different stuff. So I get the benefit of riding different stuff from being here and owning different bikes. So when you ride upright bikes like the MT-09 that you're going to see later on the channel, you ride these kind of bikes right here, they kind of sit up a little bit higher. So when they turn in really fast. They're not like a sport bike. You don't feel like you're locked into the bike, but they turn a whole lot faster. So anyways, but super comfortable bike, really enjoyed it. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up there. Like I said, if you have a Z900RS and you're looking to get the ECU flash, we can take care of you here at 57 Motorsports. Be sure to look down in the description below and you can get the information. Let us know down in the comments below, what do y'all think about the Z900RS? Like I said, to me, pretty cool looking bike. I really enjoyed riding it, really enjoyed being able to tune in after he had the decat done, and to be able to see the difference, see the gains that this thing right here made. So like I said, 11 horsepower is pretty good gains for a bike to be able to make. And like I said, the tune on it was spot on. It definitely was a good, smooth feel curve once we got done with it. So anyways, like the video, subscribe, share it out to your friends, and that's going to wrap it up here. Appreciate all y'all. Have a good one.